You're listening to Health Professional Radio. My name is Wayne Buckler, and joining me today is Stephen Borg. Stephen's the sales manager of Aqua Laundry Systems, and we haven't spoken to a laundry company before, but those of you who work in hospitals will know that it's a critical component of keeping the system working. So, Stephen, welcome to Health Professional Radio.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you for having me on the show.
It's a pleasure. Now, as I mentioned in the introduction, I guess everyone who works in a hospital just assumes that the dirty linen goes somewhere and clean linen comes back, but I guess you guys are the guys who provide that service in between. So tell us a bit about your services and what geographical footprint you manage.
Yeah, look, Aqua Logica are an Australian-owned company. We supply and service commercial, industrial laundry equipment and ancillary products such as trolleys, as well as providing various preventive maintenance programs for the industry.
Okay, it hadn't occurred to me that preventive maintenance was important in the laundry business. Yeah,
look, preventative maintenance is probably just as important, if not more, than the actual products themselves.
So, Stephen, do you operate Australian-wide then with the supply of equipment?
Yeah, look, we are Australia-wide for a lot of our products with offices in Brisbane and Sydney, including regional areas, and we have about 35 staff and growing.
And it's a firm that's quite old, isn't it? Let me have a look here. I did see in my bio that it's been around since 1968?
Correct.
That's almost as old as I am, Stephen.
Yeah, 1968. We've been around for a long time, but the company's changed quite a bit as far as growth, which is a good thing.
Yes, and of course over that period of time, you'd expect some change. Now, Stephen, most of our listeners are clinicians of one sort. They're doctor, nurses, allied health professionals, and also a fair number now in aged care. So we get the acute care stuff in hospitals and the aged care stuff in a lot of residential facilities. What's the message you'd like them to take away from our chat today?
Look, well, first of all, we do supply to various industries, including the government health system, such as hospitals, private hospitals, and aged care facilities. We also supply to the hospitality industry and almost every correctional facility in New South Wales. And look, just on correctional, it's quite important because it's having our machinery in all of the correctional facilities is a testament to the durability and longevity of our machinery, because it's actually the inmates themselves who operate the machinery. And as you can imagine, criminals may not treat the machinery with as much care as a laundry operator in other industries. Being an Australian-owned company, we're fortunate to be able to select machinery which is most suited to the Australian market. Australia is fairly remote to the rest of the world, so we need our machinery to last a long time. We need strong, reliable machinery using the least amount of electricity, water, gas, and overall energy. Machines which are easy to operate. Very important. We have a service team of 17 employees, not subcontractors, which is currently 3 times the size of our closest opposition. Our technicians are factory trained and we hold a large stock of spare parts in multiple states. But in short, we will arrive sooner on site, we'll diagnose the problem with more accuracy, and we'll have the right spare parts if required. And if the listener's supplier cannot guarantee high performance in all these 3 areas, they probably should be asking questions.
Yeah, it comes to my mind that they're not doing the laundry with love.
Correct, yeah. We're definitely not treating the machinery with that amount of care. But look, we've had them as a client for many years now, over a dozen, and they keep coming back, so we're happy.
Is there anything special about the linen process for the health sector, or is it the same throughout all of the sectors?
Look, there's definitely a different process involved in dealing with government versus private, and they often have different interests. So government really want stability when they're purchasing, and company integrity, uniformity. These qualities are obviously important to all industries, but we find best overall value for money is paramount to the private sector. We work with a lot of aged care providers, both for-profit and not-for-profit sectors. So there's 2 main sectors for the aged care groups, and they are both very different. But ultimately, though, for all industries, having fresh, clean linen and towels backed up by a supplier who can ensure their laundry operates seamlessly is vital to all our clients. It's often challenging, but it's what we pride ourselves in achieving.
Yes, it does. It does strike me that one of the things you don't think of that's going to bring any institution to a halt very quickly if it doesn't work.
Absolutely, and I don't know, maybe you have to be in the industry to kind of have those realities, but that is the case.
Now, speaking of being in the industry, Stephen, my favourite question, in every industry there are misconceptions. What's the biggest misconception amongst your customers and clients that drives you nuts and keeps you awake at night?
Yeah, look, great question. Look, here's a few select. Laundry is not our core business. For example, private hospitals tend to send their linen out. And look, I agree, laundry is not their core business. But clean, fresh, available linen is an important part of ensuring that their core business runs smoothly. So having your laundry enabling you to have full control of the final presentation of your linen, delivered on time, and will often save you a lot of money. And as long as you're with the right partner, dealing with the right company, that's probably most important. I guess the second main thing, which we know it's in the minds of our customers, is if I buy the cheapest product, I'm going to save money. And we know the cliche, you get what you pay for, but I guess I'm thinking more of a holistic solution. So buying a product should be just as much about the company and after-sales service as the product itself. If I may, I might actually just list a few of the considerations which people should think about. After-sales service. I mean, how many technicians does a supplier actually have? If the supplier only has a few technicians, it's difficult to offer quick, consistent service. Do they use subcontractors or company employees? So subcontractors are great, but they may not have the same level of expertise as the supplier, and they probably won't carry all the spare parts for every model and every brand. It's going to result in extended machinery downtime. Spare parts, it's critical. There's no point in being on site promptly if you have to wait a week for the parts to arrive from overseas, and we see this on so many occasions. Does the company provide sound technical support, or do they get put through to a technician who's trying to answer your question while fixing someone else's machine, which is just frustrating to anyone? We save our clients a lot of money fixing issues over the phone, and this is currently a free service we provide with our in-house technical support team. It's also going to minimise machinery downtime, and there's no travel required. But systems, there's been a lot of changes in technology lately. So we put a lot of time, money and resources into making sure that we have systems in place. Service of machinery tracking is a big leap in technology, which allows us to know exactly where every technician is at all times, maximising their efficiency. Each technician carries an iPad with a service report application, and once they complete that, the service report then gets promptly emailed to the facility for electronic filing. And maybe more so in the aged care sector, but it's very beneficial because they get audited. And when these facilities get audited, they want proof that the machines have a preventative maintenance program. So it just makes it a lot easier for them. And I guess last of all, what extra services is the company providing? An example is a free laundry analysis that we do. We follow this up with a report detailing our findings and recommendations. So a member of our team will spend a few hours in a laundry observing processes, looking for efficiency gains from when the beds are stripped, the sorting process, wash process, dry, fold to final distribution. And this often results in reducing the total cost per processed kilo of goods, which can save an incredible amount of money with usually little or no monetary outlay, often simply just by changing a few processes.
Steve, it's always a pleasure talking to someone who's passionate about their topic, and I hear the passion in your voice when you're talking. The notion of laundry sounds from outside the industry to be such a mundane thing, but clearly and obviously to you it's a major component.
Look, I guess 22 years straight out of school, I've been in laundry. It's most of my life, and we actually sell a washing machine which is over $1 million for one washing machine, just producing linen. And I often say this to people, and their eyes kind of open up because I guess you don't know what you don't know. But it's another whole world.
That's very true. And speaking of not knowing what you don't know, how do people get in touch with you? Because clearly you're the man who has some answers. What's the best way for people to get hold of you?
Look, definitely people can contact us via our website, aqualogic.com.au, myself, just by calling our office number, 02 8850 1300. we're always available. Email, many different ways to get in contact with us, and I'm sure you're the same, that I find that my mobile phone is never switched off. I get emails on my phone all day, and unfortunately, well, my wife thinks so, all night as well. And look, the good thing is we get to answer people's questions very promptly by having that service.
Stephen, I'm always getting in trouble for mentioning phone numbers and websites before people have their pencils ready. So, due warning, pencils ready. That phone number again was Australia, Sydney 02 8850 1300, and the website is www.aqualogic, AQUALOGIC, aqualogic.com.au.
That's correct.
Stephen, it's been a pleasure having you with us. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Wayne, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Now, I've been talking with Stephen Borg, the sales manager of Aqualogic Laundry Systems. If you've missed my chat, you've missed a discussion with a man who's passionate about something that's critical in healthcare, the laundry. But the good news is, there's a transcript on our website at www.hpr.fm. There's also a sound archive, so you can listen to the interview again, both on YouTube and on SoundCloud, and there are links to both of those also on our website. My name is Wayne Buckler. This is Health Professional Radio.